Welcome to Land the House. I'm Seth. I was just sent a ceiling fan from Parrot Uncle. This is the model F6240Q110V. So this is a fairly low profile fan, has the dual light, it's got the 5 blades, and it also has a remote control to turn this on from the couch. So it's got 3 different speed settings, it's got timers and the light as well. So we're going to go ahead and get this installed and then see how well it operates. Let's take a look at what comes inside the box with this fan. Right here on the top there is an installation manual, which I have found to be fairly helpful. It's got breakdown of all the components and the steps required to get everything installed. Some safety information. Here we have the fan blades. You can turn them to different sides. So here is a lighter wood and there is a darker wood. This is going to be the mounting bracket that goes up against the wall or the ceiling there, and then the fan will hang down from that. Here are the metal brackets that hold the blades to the fan itself. Here's the remote control with wall mount and also the receiver for that control. A couple bags of hardware. On this side over here is the light fixture. This basket will be hanging down and it has the 2 standard size bulbs that will fit in there. And over here on this side is the fan motor. There we go. Up and down direction. It's got the fan motor there in the middle, and here's where the light will attach to. And lastly, down here in the bottom is the cover that will cover all of the motor and everything else. To begin this project, I have turned off the electricity to make sure that I'm not going to get shocked. That is always step number 1. This is the mounting bracket. Now I've removed a screw from this side and one from this side per the instructions. I'm going to place this up against the ceiling, making sure to take the wires through the middle. And now there are some included screws here that I'm going to use with washers, and that's going to mount this up to the plate in here. Just going to use a regular Phillips head screwdriver to get this tight. Now on the motor housing there are 4 screws that need to be removed. These are loose enough right now that you can pull them out by hand. However, whenever you need to go and tighten them later, notice there are these slits down here, and that will allow your screwdriver to get up there. So I'm going to take all 4 of these out. You'll notice there is a hole over here and over here on the mounting bracket. I can use the assembly here to slip into those little grooves, and this allows you to mount this without having to hold on to it, which is definitely a big saver of stress. So you can just set it up like that, and now you can come back with these screws that were removed and put those back in. Due to the limited wire length, this step might be a little hard for you to see, but I'm going to take these 2 green wires and also the neutral wire that's coming out of the house up here, and I'm going to link those 3 together. This little box is the receiver that will pick up the signal from the remote and adjust the fan and lights as requested. So what I'm going to do is connect the white wire over here to the house power neutral, and the red wire is going to go to the house positive, and then we're going to flip it over here. There's a neutral, a hot, and a blue, and that's going to go to the other side over here. So taking the included wire nuts, I've got this white neutral here. I need to find the house neutral, which is this white wire up here. Once again, probably very hard for you to see, but I'm going to take wire nut and just combine the 2 of these together. Likewise, the red wire is going to go to the house positive. Now, I'm going to take the white, black, and blue and connect to the white, black, and blue of the fan here. Now that I have the control box installed, I'm going to put the cover on. Now I left 2 screws in earlier, and that is going to allow me to set this up here and click it into place without having to actually hold on to it while I'm screwing this in. So got that right there. I'm going to take the 2 screws that were removed and get them back in here to keep this in place. Now to install the blades to the metal brackets here. So I want the darker side to face down. I'm going to flip this over and attach this right here. Then I can put my hardware in, and that will allow me to then have the dark side facing down. So I've got my 3 screws right here. Just going to get those started and just use a screwdriver to get those attached. Now I'm going to do the same for all of these other blades. Now that I have the fan blades attached to the brackets, it's time to get them installed onto the fan motor. There are pre-installed screws that are hanging out of the motor. Just simply unscrew those and then attach the blades by putting those screws through the hole and then tighten it back down. Do make sure that these are fairly tight. You don't want these blades coming off or being loose. Now that the fan blades are installed, it's time to put the light fixture on. There is a white wire and a blue wire that have to be lined up and pressed together. And once that's done, there are 3 screws that are pre-installed on the fan housing. And then you unscrew those and then place the light fixture. And there is a little tab you have to be mindful of. And that tab is what goes on the fan direction, the up or down. And just make sure you line that up before you get this put into place. But tighten those 3 screws down and you have completed the installation of the fan. Now that I have the fan installed, it's time to test it out and see it in action. I've got the remote, which can be wall mounted, and then you can pull the remote out of the holder and then operate the fan, or you can just operate this directly on the wall. So first of all, I'm going to press the light button here. There we go. You can see it turns on right away. Now this does have a limitation for the amount of power you can output here, so I think you're better off sticking with either fluorescent or LED bulbs in this. If I press the light bulb button one more time, it will turn the light off. And now there are 3 fan settings. Let's start off with number 1. That's pretty slow. Let's try out number 2. Alright, it's on lifting the air right now, so reverse. I'll have to swap it over here in a moment to see it spin the other way. Alright, number 3, here we go. I do want to see if there's some wobble as well. A little wobble, I think you can see that as well. This did come with a leveling kit, so I should be able to level this out. Very quiet. I do want to see if I hold it, if it's even less noisy. Yeah, I think once it's balanced, it will really be nice and quiet. Very cool. All right, let me turn this off real quick. This is the balancing kit right here. You use this plastic clip, you can place it on the blade and move it up and down until the fan is smooth, and then you put these weights, they're a little sticky on the back, and that will hopefully prevent the fan from any kind of wobble. I hope you found this video helpful. I will have a link to this fan in the description down below. I've got a mini split blowing over here, and I wanted to have a fan to help circulate the heat or air around my room. So I think this fan is going to do quite well. I like having the light on here because it is right above the kitchen table, and that will give us some good light to do table activities at. So definitely check out the link down below. I'm Seth with Land a House, and I'll see you in the next video.